जय सच्चिदानंद पुलिनानंद जी।
हाँ हाँ। जय सचिन जय।
जय सत्यम खुश बाय।
जय सचिन।
JSS Pulinanandji.
हाँ जय सच्चिदानंद।
श्रीमती बुलाओ प्लीज।
हाँ नमो वीतरागाय
नमो
नमो
वितरागाय
वित्रागाय
नमो वरिहंताणम
नमो अरिहंताणम
नमो सिद्धाणम
नमो सिद्धाणम
नमो आयरियाणम
नमो आयरियाणम
नमो वत्सयाणम
नमो वज्जायानम
नमो लोये सव साहुणम
नमो लोये सव्व साहुणम
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
सव पाव पनासनो
सब पावपणासनो
मंगलाणंच सुबेसिन
मंगलाणं च सवेसिं
परमं हवै मंगलम्।
परमं हवै मंगलम्।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
Jai Satchidanand. Last time in the Lalitaben you had introduced Pratikraman and then we said we'll pick it up this time. So maybe you want to read again to refresh your memory.
Sure. जय सच्चिदानंद।
हम्म
तो डॉक्टर राधे, हमने भूल की, ये हमको मालूम पड़ने पर उसका प्रतिक्रमण करे तो कैसे हमारे दोष से मुक्त हो जाएंगे। दादाश्री, भूल हो रही है वो तो परिणाम है, और उसका कॉज क्या था? जो कॉज था वो खराब था, इसलिए ये प्रतिक्रमण करना है, वो रिजल्ट के लिए नहीं। रिजल्ट तो उसका कुछ भी आएगा। इसलिए प्रतिक्रमण सब खलास करता है। समझ गया डॉक्टर राधे? कॉज का प्रतिक्रमण करना है, कॉजेस को मारता है ये प्रतिक्रमण, रिजल्ट को नहीं मारता। किसी को हमने नुकसान किया तो हम प्रतिक्रमण करेंगे, और हमने फिर किसी को नुकसान किया तो फिर हम प्रतिक्रमण करेंगे। नुकसान हुआ वो तो इफेक्ट है, रिजल्ट है। नुकसान करने का जो इरादा था हमारा पूर्व जन्म में, वो कॉज है। प्रतिक्रमण करने से वह इरादा टूट जाता है, इसलिए प्रतिक्रमण से ये सब साफ हो जाता है। ये साइंटिफिक इन्वेंशन है।
हम्म
I always thought Pratikraman addressed the effect, you know, you did something wrong and that it removed the hinsak bhav was a subtle undertone or a subtle take on it, which I was not aware of.
No, it is very simple. On and off, Dada has explained it obliquely other ways.
Mm,
You see, we do atikraman. I have hurt you. और इसे
mm-hmm,
बोला ना किसी का नुकसान किया इन दिस रीडिंग दैट केम बैक.
mm-hmm,
So नुकसान जो हो रहा है, that effect, the is an effect that
mm,
my actions have
mm,
caused him a loss. when we do Pratikraman, that I'm sorry for the loss that I have done to someone, I repent and I apologize. So what we are essentially saying is that I am not aligned with the behavior that has taken place. હું એના
Yes,
પક્ષમાં નથી. હું એના પક્ષમાં
correct.
નથી. I'm not in that field, right?
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what I mean now, this effect of causing loss to someone was because of some cause which we have done in the previous birth.
Yes.
Right? कि भाई, if someone does anything wrong to me, I will not leave that person. Or whatever way, some way that bhav or cause had been done.
Mm-hmm.
So when we do Pratikraman now in this birth, what happens is we are withdrawing our opinion from that cause. The cause was that I will make loss. Now I am saying I'm sorry for the loss. That means I am not aligned with the behavior. That means I am changing my opinion that which I had, it is opposite of the cause that I had laid in the previous birth. Previous birth, I will not leave anybody. And now I am saying, no, I am sorry, I will not hurt anybody or I will not do loss to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, I am changing my opinion. I am not in favor of the effect. So it is addressing to the cause. And the cause was I will hurt or I will take revenge. So in the process of the effect which is playing out, I am against or not in favor of the effect or the behavior. So I am changing my cause basically. But henceforth now I don't want to hurt anybody. So that is how, in a way, it is addressing the cause and not the effect.
Yeah, that was a subtle undertone to the whole thing, you know.
So there are two dimensions to this. Actually, any Pratikraman, there are two dimensions. One is we apologize for the hurt to the other person, you know, that I have hurt you. There is one. And second thing is that I have hurt because of my incorrect understanding. If I have spoken harshly to someone, and then obviously I have hurt someone. So when I do Pratikraman, the first Pratikraman is at the relative level where it erases the hurt caused to the other person. And when I apologize sincerely in my mind, when I do Pratikraman sincerely in my mind. Secondly, I can also for myself say, okay, why did I hurt that person? Because I felt that person is the doer, that he is the doer. He has done this wrong. Whereas it is no, he is not the doer, he is the nemitic doer, he is the instrumental doer. Vyavasthit Shakti is the doer. I have not been able to understand Vyavasthit. So I am doing Pratikraman for that also. That is the misunderstanding this thing. So someone can do that Pratikraman also. Or he, by doing this, he realizes, if he ponders little deep down, introspects deep down, okay, what was the reason of my speaking harshly? Because I felt the other person's viewpoint was wrong, I totally disagreed and I blew up, whatever. So then what next? That first thing I must revert that yes, my understanding was wrong. Second thing I could add on, just an add on, that next time such a thing happens, how do I handle the situation in a Syadvad non-hurting manner? So that's the another takeaway one can take from this. Essentially, we are changing the opinion, you know.
Correct.
Like
That's the bottom line.
That is why Dada Bhagwan has said that these 9 kalams are in a way a Pratikraman. All the 1 to 8 kalams where Hey Dada Bhagwan are na karvani shakti apo. Give me the supreme strength not to hurt someone's ego, not to hurt the sentiments of any religion, etc., etc. You know.
Correct.
So I am changing the opinion that now today I decide my opinion is not to hurt. So in a way, the effect is of hurting, but my opinion is of non-hurting. So I'm changing the causes. Or I'm changing the opinion. Basically, I'm changing my opinion. So in a way, reversal of opinion is a Pratikraman. Pratikraman, the thing was reversal of opinion. You're not in the favor of the effect or in terms of mind, speech, or action. So that is how, in a way, it is addressing the cause. Cause was to hurt. Now I'm saying I don't want to hurt. So I've changed I've not changed the cause, but then it's addressing the cause, the wrong understanding, the wrong opinion, or whatever wrong we have done.
I
which
mean,
has
he says it
resulted.
so emphatically that this is a scientific invention,
Yes, yes. So
that
this
it
is the
is
scientific
just, I
invention.
mean, QED, end of discussion. That was how definitely Dada emphasized in
Ah,
the conversation with Radhe.
because it's very clear, the whole world is preaching that change your behavior, change your speech, do this, do that. Dada says that is in effect you can't change. You change your opinion in the effect. So you're
Yes.
changing the new cause. If it's a non-Mahatma, he's laying new causes.
Mhm.
If it's a Mahatma, is changing the opinion. So the
Mhm.
intensity of the discharge will reduce next time.
Mhm.
That is the science. What basically the science is that we are not addressing the effect, we are addressing the cause.
Yes.
So that is the scientific thing behind. Okay, the whole
Mhm.
world is trying to change what cannot be changed.
Mhm.
Effect cannot be changed.
Correct.
So he is saying that this is a scientific invention.
So Pulitanji, so
And it's very
Pratyaka,
powerful. Changing this opinion, I tell you, I also got the deeper intent or meaning behind this no kalmos and all. It's
Mm.
really mind-boggling when I understood what Dada is trying to say. Just by changing your opinion, you are against the discharge and it raises your awareness level, it raises your jagrati, so that when the effect of next time comes that I am hurting somebody or speaking a harsh
Mhm.
language, and I am today saying, may I give me the strength not to speak a harsh and hurtful language. And when discharge comes, now immediately my awareness pops up over there and it restrains me. And
Correct.
that's how
It's a
Dada says
very subtle
he,
change that occurs within you.
100%. And
Mhm.
speech can be changed for Mahatmas. That also Dada Bhagwan has said.
Mhm.
And one other place I just happened to read in Avdamani, that by saying this no kalmos, you're laying causes of another effect. Effect, that means I'm asking for this strength, which will then materialize into action or into behavior a little down the line after some time.
You're building the basement for the future.
So આ ઇફેક્ટ છે ને એટલે આ કોઝની ઇફેક્ટ છે એટલે કે આ ડિસ્ચાર્જમાં ડિસ્ચાર્જ એ તારું ડિસ્ચાર્જ થાય છે your discharge is taking place where you're hurting someone but you're laying the cause that I don't want to hurt, whose effect will again come.
Mm.
So I don't know whether I'm able to articulate, but it's a very wonderful thing which Dada has said. And as far as speech goes, it can be changed. So I think automatically even the behaviors will change. All thoughts, and not
No,
thoughts will be aside. Sorry, bol.
to me, it's like a long-lasting thing. It's not just an immediate pratikraman for the dukh you have inflicted on somebody, but it's it's like changing yourself within you, and it's a long-term
Ah,
effect, you know.
basically, we are changing our beliefs.
Correct.
I had one belief that I must enjoy life. Now today I am saying no, no, no. All this is materialistic thing. All sensory pleasures are temporary. The true pleasure is in soul and in moksha and all. So the moment I change my belief, it impacts my behavior, my speech, and impacts my behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
It will automatically have an effect on that, and I will definitely this. That is why Dada says that after Gnan, everybody tapers down, everybody becomes mild. Why? Because his whole ego has come down. No? So, doing Pratikraman or asking for strength, essentially we are changing our beliefs, we are changing our opinions, and whatever causes we have laid in terms of speech and behavior, we have made causes which is resulting in effect of speech and behavior in this world. Now, those causes and effects which were based on understanding or beliefs, and today my belief changes, then those behaviors will also change, which were based on beliefs. मीठाई खाने में बहुत सुख है, if that was my belief. Now
Mm-hmm.
I change my belief, no, આહાર તો ખાલી લુપ્તપણું ન કરવાનું છે. Automatically it will impact my behavior because my behavior was aligned with the belief, which belief has changed, so behavior also changed.
Yes. That.
So behaviors which were aligned with beliefs will change, which were not aligned with beliefs might take time to change, may not change, but will become mine.
Scientifically, it's changing the orientation of the parmanus too, by addressing the cause. You're changing that negative to positive in the causal body, and not,
causal body is 110%.
yeah.
For the
I mean, that's
next,
what, by addressing this situation, the negative situation, by doing Pratikraman, there's an internal change for the future too. That is what,
100%.
yeah,
Yes, that is
yeah.
110%.
Okay.
Future change तो होने वाला ही है. That is 110%, that goes without saying. That will definitely. So it's addressing the cause, it's addressing the future change, and basically it's squaring off the Pudgal parmanus, all the negativity that we have charged on parmanu, that goes away. So the parmanus become Shuddh Vishwasara parmanus, and then that's all. That is better.
Nice. Thank you.
Essentially, it is cleansing of all the charged parmanus, the charge over the parmanus. Parmanus per se are pure, but we have
Correct.
charged them with Krodman Mayalok. So when the effects take place, we do Pratikraman, we ask for strength. So we are dissipating that charge. The effect will come, but it will come in a very tapered down version. It might not have come to the speech and action. And then that it goes away. The effect comes, it goes away, parmanus become Shuddh. That's all. It's like iron. Iron I've heated for ironing clothes, and then so it's warm. Then what will happen is if I switch off the power supply to the iron, then gradually that heat it will give and taper down. Heat it will give and taper down. Heat it will give and then taper down. It will cool down. The iron will start cooling. The heat it will give because it was charged. It was warmed up. So, but if I'm alert and I don't touch the iron, I will not get hurt. The heat has come, I've remained separate, the effect has come and gone away. The effect has come and gone. Likewise, all the parmanus in our body, we give effect and go away, give effect and go away. And then finally all the parmanus will become Shuddh.
That's a nice analogy. Like that.
And that is why, you see, that is why, and today, quite some time ago, I realized why was Dada Bhagwan saying that if anybody does the darshan of Dada Bhagwan as a Gnani Purush, many of his sins will get erased. કેટલાય પાપો વસની ભૂત થઈ જાય. મારી પીઠના દર્શન કરશે. Anyone who even sees my back, એનું kalyan થઈ જશે, especially on auspicious occasions like Janma Jayanti, Guru. Now, how does that take place? Because his entire body, most of the parmanus are cleared in terms of Krodman, Mayalo, anger, pride, deceit, and greed. So parmanus per se are very pure. He may look very fragile, he may look dark, he may look very this thing. The parmanus per se are purity in the sense that the coating of anger, pride, deceit, greed has gone away to a very, very large extent. Even the discharge is so pure, and if anything pure you see, it has an impact on the effects.
It reflects on you.
Because see, supposing someone gives a bouquet of say roses, the smell will emanate. Whether you look or don't look, if it lies in the room, it will just emanate because the smell will come out. So pure parmanus do have an impact. Do have an impact. Like you scent bottle, you just open up and you smell it.
Correct.
So that scent bottle is has a flavor or that scent in that parmanus. So it emits that scent. So parmanus where there are no Krodman Mayalo has the pure parmanus have an impact on other manvachankayas like us, which are having Krodman Mayalo discharge. And then I could understand why it is said in the scriptures that Tirthankaras, for them, for many, many miles, now that figures are different in this thing, scripture, the entire territory wherever he is giving his satsangs or this thing, the entire territory, the radius of so many miles, the peace prevails. There is absolute calmness and well-being flows,
Mm-hmm.
So, very rough guesstimate based on my intellect. It is basically the aura of pure parmanus.
Exactly. Exactly.
Each parmanu in a matter, for that matter,
Mm-hmm.
all parmanus, they have a frequency and they have an aura. Even a stone has an aura.
Mm-hmm.
That they have done by some that photography, aura photography guide,
Mm-hmm.
even camera comes on based on that. Because everything emits a vibration, everything has an aura.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, So pure parmanu also have an aura. And if the parmanus are super pure, that of a Tirthankara or the nearest about is like a Gnani Purush, they also emit a huge amount of aura. So for Tirthankar, that the effect of the aura is in what radius? It's in miles. For miles, that aura there. And that is how people experience peace, calmness, happiness, and everything. A
Well,
very
it's unobstructed. See, we've obstructed ours with negative parmanus, but that's just pure parmanus just radiating their
positive
light.
vibration. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
No, that is how it gave me, it made sense. I had only a descriptive knowledge that whenever Tirthankar he speaks, everybody understands in the language,
Mm-hmm.
all
Mm-hmm.
the janwar, animals,
Right.
they, humans, everybody understands that. Then for so many miles, there is sort of peace and calm. Now, how does that happen? So
Mm.
this give me an insight that how it happens, how pure Parmanus work.
Mm.
And I have experienced firsthand, and you must have also experienced firsthand, that whenever we go in front of Dada, with so much of purity that in case we have made a mistake, I'm talking of myself or of the Udras, then we don't have the courage to even look into his eyes. He was so pure that the guilt feeling bites us so much. He didn't have to scold us. His purity would, push over the impurities, or we would feel guilty about it.
On
So
a
what
very
is
gross level, I mean, when we used to go for satsangs, we were all young parents. We had small children, they were running around. There was never a single kid that came crying and disturbed the satsang at any time. There were swings, they were playing near the pool. You know, mothers will kind of in the back of their heads keep an eye on their kids. But what I'm saying is that aura was there for the entire 5 years. Ram was 2 or 3. I mean, he grew till 4, I think, when Dada passed away. So that's a age where children, you have to watch them constantly. And the entire 5 years, not a single kid came interrupting the satsang, not a single kid cried, never had a fall, never had an accident. I mean, I was just reflecting on that during his, I think it's just the aura that is
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
protective umbrella.
Yeah, yeah. So there are two things. One is his aura, which impacts adults and all. It impacts the children, but children may not able to catch it so much. And second thing that also plays a part is the presence of deities. Wherever a Gnani Purush go, Devi Devta, all the
Mhm.
deities are
Okay.
around him. So
Uh-huh.
they create that protective environment also.
Uh-huh.
They also get, like it is there in the case of Tirthankaras, when he is giving his sermon, when he is
Mm-hmm.
doing his satsang, what we call as Deshna,
Mm-hmm.
all the Devi Devtas are there in presence.
Mm-hmm.
They build up the whole Samosaran or that satsang setup. Then
Mm-hmm.
everybody sits close to Tirthankar, little away from Tirthankar, based
Mm-hmm.
on his level. And then all that is done by the Devi Devtas. They keep, like in a
Mm-hmm.
house, we keep satsang, then someone
Mm-hmm.
arranges the carpet, someone arranges the chair, someone arranges the mic. So all
Mm-hmm.
that is done by Devi Devtas and they ensure that there is no disturbance. So same thing happens with Dada Bhagwan also. There are always some Devi Devtas aligned, which ensures that the environment is protected.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two things. One is his purity, his and the aura
Uh-huh.
of his purity, and the presence of Devi Devtas.
That's a great explanation.
Both things work hand in hand, both
Mm-hmm.
come together.
Thank you. Jai Sachidan.
Jai Sachin.
Jai Satchidanand. Kashyap
Jai Sachin, everyone. Jai Sachin, Pulinanandji.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yeah, so just about this Pratikraman, and also Miss I would like to tell my understanding, then you can throw more light up to me. So the sadhans which I understood is the Dadaji has created various sadhans as per as different prakritis he understood. And they are as per the current times, so they are actually his inventions only. So, for example, the Pratikraman, it is not simply what was practiced, my understanding, it's not simply what is practiced before that means Atikraman, means apology, simple apology, and that, it is having a more deeper meaning, which I understood that the first what we say in the Vidhi, that it is they are remembering the relative and the real, so that is the first atikraman, which we tend to forget, that means not realize that the other person is a atma, shuddhatma, so it aligns us, first of all it aligns us to that, so when we say that pratyaksh Dada Bhagwan is Sakshi hai, in witness of Dada Bhagwan. So we are remembering Dada Bhagwan, we are remembering the real and relative. So all these are, so many things are happening here, So first we remember Dada Bhagwan. This is the Kirtan Bhakti, okay. Then we remember the other person's real and relative. That is the falling of the first two agnas. Then we are doing the, forgiveness for whatever faults we have made, because we are strengthening our intentions, and then we are asking for the strength. So this and same way other sadhans also, whichever fits whom, some are aligned more towards path, and some are kirtan bhakti, so it depends on the various prakriti of the persons, So this I understood that Pratikraman is really like Dr. Lalita said, that it is scientific, in that it is really scientific. It is in invention. It was never like this before. I don't see this type of Pratikraman.
You see, Pratikraman has always been there. Pratikraman has always been there in the Jain philosophy. All Tirthankars in the Kramik Marg have preached Pratikraman as a tool. It is also there in Christianity, maybe in Muslim. I have not studied that much, but it's generally there in most religions. The act of seeking forgiveness for the wrongdoing. In Christianity, I remember they also have a confession box. With the priest is on one side, there is a barrier in the middle, and then the person confessing is on the other side. And he confesses all the sins or the wrongdoings he has done. So એક પ્રકારની આલોચના થઈ જાય છે, a type of an આલોચના which we used to do with Dada. And that is there. So it is a sort of an આલોચના, sort of a repentance, sort of a pratikrama. And most religions have, during that monsoon period, have these 7-8 days or 30 days of spiritual practices. Jain, you have this some 8 days of this thing, Purusharth. Then Vaishnav have it according to them. The Muslims have that 30 days, this thing. Christianities have that something ending in Easter. So this understanding the spiritual master, his sayings, practicing, reflecting, with focus and attention during those 6-7 days or whatever, is there in most religions. And Pratikraman has been there long in the Jain philosophy, right from the days of Tirthankara. And Dada Bhagwan says that that is the base of Moksha Marga. Moksha Marga, Pratikraman is there, whether it is Akram or Krame. Because you see, and it's very scientific. The scientific is that based on our understanding, we lay some cause, karma hum bante hain. Then the effect will come in the next birth. That is the effect that we are talking of. Then, based on this preachings or teachings of a good guru, in the next birth, I find that what I have caused, what my belief was, is wrong. I'm not aligned with the effect. So I repent. So it is a reversal of opinion going against the Prakriti. So that is required because अभी हो गया so हो गया, the effect has come. So now I have to erase that effect. Now, how do I erase that effect? By doing Pratikraman. So it is basically friction between opinion of the last birth and opinion of this birth. And those are all, since they are 180 degrees opposite, you erase it by doing Pratikraman. That's all. So the
Right.
concept of in Kramik mark, I am the doer and I do it. In Akram mark, file number 1 is doing it. That's the only
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. So
That's
the
the
form,
only.
what you're saying is correct, and means the Pratikraman was always there, but the form of the Pratikraman is as what Dadaji has given is more aligned towards this time period. You know. Because
Basically,
because before
he
there was not really because before now, as you said, file one number one does it, and then also the seeing the real and relative, that type was not there before. You know, the concept was same, is the same, but the way it is done, it is different. That's what my point is.
You can say so because he has put it in a very compact format. But
Yeah,
the gross principle of Pratikaman is that it should contain three elements. Any Pratikaman
yeah,
must contain three elements. First thing is Alochana or to confess the wrongdoings or the sin. Second thing is repentance, mane kshama karo. And the third thing is resolving not to repeat that mistake again, which is called Pratyakhyan. This was there during Tirthankar times, but then it got diluted and the essence was not carried forward in the Kramik Pratikamans. The words and everything is there, but
yeah.
this so compact and beautifully put is Dada Bhagwan put it in a nice compact form. This
My,
is
my
the
ex-
way you will cleanse your sins,
Yeah,
basically.
my experience, the real relative part, what Dadaji has given, that gives me much benefit, means
It's fine,
immediately,
that's fine. That's good. That is good. It will
immediately,
happen.
for example, I speak with you, I might forget the real, seeing the real and relative part, so then I do Pratikraman, means because those files which I am more dealing, I do at least once I do it, so means every day I have to deal with them. I do Pratikraman so that gets cleared away. I didn't see the real relative. Then that time, well, at the time of doing the Pratikraman, I saw the real relative. That it gets cleared away.
And then that's good. So that is your internal arrangement. How do you
Yeah,
recall that? Otherwise, our vision is on the prakriti of the opposite person, and we see him as the doer. By
yeah,
seeing the Shuddhatma also, then
yeah.
we do not see him as independent doer. So then that fault goes away. That's what you're
All
trying to
goes.
say.
Yeah, yeah. So
So by seeing Shuddhatma, it helps me to put
yeah.
away my focus from the prakriti to Shuddhatma.
Yeah, it's my internal arrangement. That's what I said, that all sadhans, sat sadhans which Dadaji has created, it is for different prakritis. Some people might be aligned towards this, some sadhan, some with other sadhans. So he has created many sadhans, because he realized that different prakritis may need
Ah.
different sadhans, That's what.
No, no, right. Whatever works for individual is good for the individual. This is
Yeah, yeah,
helping you to see Shuddhatma in sticky files. So it's good because everything, whatever works for you is ultimately in your best interest.
yeah, correct.
True.
Thank you. Yes,
Hmm.
Sachin.
Yes.
Miraben? Okay, Shailaben?
Jai Sachidanand
I,
Pulinanandji.
sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Meera, you there?
Yes, ma, I'm here. I just couldn't get out of this thing, but you go first. I'll go after. It's no
Okay.
problem. No
Yeah.
problem.
So, Jai Sachidanand Pulinanandji, Jai Sachidanand Rajnikandara, Jai Sachidanand
Jai
Mahatma.
Sachidanand.
Yeah, this was actually again in the WhatsApp. There was one saying, it came last week. It said, Dada has said, liked that is, liked binds the Prakriti and disliked releases the Prakriti. So when they say liked, he means the circumstances. Liked, so within brackets, circumstances, binds the Prakriti, and the dislike releases the Prakriti. So I'm, is he just saying that Rag and Dvesh, both of them releases the Prakriti? I mean,
No, see, it is simple.
uh,
Basically, liked means it's rag. It's
Rag,
not
yes.
dvesh in that. What I like, it binds the Prakriti in the sense,
Yes.
whatever I like, I will get engrossed into it.
Yeah, that I understand. Yeah, the dislike part I didn't understand. Is it?
So whatever I dislike, I will remain away from it. Na? I dislike that
Oh,
person. I like dislike that clothes. So
but don't
this
you
is not
feel
good. So I'm remaining away from it.
away from that? Okay, okay. That's the way he meant it.
So
Okay.
it unbinds you. You don't go towards close to it.
Okay,
Binding
then.
means going
Not
close
that
to
it
it or
might
going
be
away from
it
it.
might still be in your thoughts, no? Like suppose you have some dislike towards something, or dvesh is also equally what should I say? It consumes you, no?
For 100%. It is
So how
dvesh
will
which
you be
consumes
away?
us more.
Acha, then how will you be away from it? Like, because if it consumes you, let us say you have hatred or something, if you have a dislike towards intense dislike, how can the
Towards, for example, towards person or a thing.
ah ah how will
No,
the
I'm
prakriti
asking
be
you.
released? Yeah,
No, I'm asking you. Intense dislike towards what?
anything.
Person?
It could be, let us say, something you dislike intensely.
But you see, there are two things. One is if it is a thing, then the slight approach is different. And if
Yes.
it's a person, then the
Ah.
slight approach is different.
I agree.
Suppose you dislike a person, then basically you dislike his behaviors or his speech in general, or maybe with you in particular.
Right, right.
Yeah, makes sense. So then we have to apply our today's knowledge only that hey Dada Bhagwan basically we have to explain to file number one that this is your hisab, your account with that person. The person per se is innocent. It is your hisab which is making him behave wonky with you.
Right, right.
And the only way to square off that is Pratikraman.
Yes.
There are two, three things. One is Pratikraman, that I have done something, I've hurt you in this birth or maybe in the previous births. And for whatever that, I apologize. So it removes the antagonism that has been generated in his mind towards us. Maybe previous birth thing can also be there in this birth. This birth, I'm goody with that person, but that person is just not listening to me or not friendly with me. So it
Right.
is my previous birth. Parshvanath Bhagwan had this revenge war where with Kamat, the Dev, since 7 or 8 births. And then ultimately he says, now let me square it off. Like I hurt you, for example, then you will hurt me. I insulted you, you will insult me. Now, that went on for so many births. And the last birth he said, let me square it off. Just let him give me whatever hurt he wants to hurt me. And he squared off. I'm trying to say that where the revenge, the hurt, which has been of the past birth, might get reflected as uncomfortable behavior in this birth. So I have to repent for that. Okay. So the Pratikraman is one way of squaring it off. Second way of squaring off is by seeing Shuddhatma in that person.
Yes.
We get peeved away by his behavior, by his speech or action. But if I see the Shuddhatma also, then my whole focus, which is on his Prakriti and behaviors, will tone down. And the third thing we can do is pray to in the positive way, pray to his Shuddhatma. See the Shuddhatma in him, and He Dada Bhagwan, He Sameni Vyakti, na Shuddhatma Bhagwan, the Shuddhatma in the opposite person. May oneness prevail between both of us. एनी साथे अभेदता प्राप्त हो, के साथ अभेदता प्राप्त हो, ऐसी पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशंस डाल सकते हैं. Can put such positive vibrations. So it will remove the negativity in us. He's not talking, he's like this, he's like this. No, this is what I want. Actually, he's not talking, but this is what I want. So if your mind is filled with positivity, then it will generate positive behaviors from the other person. What you think gets materializes. So if you think I want Abheda, then Abheda will come in future. I don't have to generate Abheda. Abheda nature will generate. But I'm projecting that I want Abheda. In a way, it's a desire.
So is this as now I understand, that is when it comes to things, you're going to stay away. So automatically the Prakriti will be released. Whereas in case of
Person.
other people, then we have to do the Pratikraman or see the Shuddhatma. 2 ways.
Pratikraman, see Shuddhatma, I want Abheda. So
Abheda.
that will remove the gap, the distance or the barrier between him and us,
See the
or the
Shuddhatma.
other person and us.
Yes.
And as far as other thing go, then we must say this is a relative. It is a passing thing. Why are you so aggrieved about that thing, you know? It is only a bundle of parmanus which will go away. Sanyogo viyogi sabhana, circumstances are of parting nature. So it will come and it will go away. In fact, I was just reflecting, just because as you mentioned that how would Tirthankars view other people's behavior, other people's prakriti, you know? So Dada Bhagwan said that ultimately they see it only as Pudgal. Pudgal means જેનું પૂરણ થાય છે એનું ગલન થાય. What is input will have an output, you know. So that, and what is the body? This body is just a bundle of charged parmanus which are then now decaying and playing out. Galan ho raha hai iska, you know, they are playing out. So Krishna would just see it, whether he's a saint, he's a sinner, he's a robber, he's a donor. People, good or bad is a definition given by society. That a donor, person who gives a lot of charity is a good, person who steals robbery is bad. But according to Tirthankara, it is basically just charge parmanus aligned in one body form, which is now dissipating and squaring off. Or discharge karmas in our language, discharge karmas. So they did not, they just saw it as parmanus playing out. So they did not label it as good or bad. So that is how they could remain vitrag.
Yes.
So that is the ultimate vision they had. And that is how they were totally vitrag and unaffected by anything, or any behavior of any person or any situation. They just saw it as just parmanus playing its part and going away. Circumstances of parting nature. Parmanus have come, they will go away. Like, you know, we have a sandstorm or we have this tornadoes or something. They come and then go away. They come and then they go away. Similarly, these are all parmanus or prakrutis or pudgals. The word they use is pudgals. These are just pudgals which are going to dissipate away after some time. So that is how, without labeling it as good or bad, they remained unaffected or vitrag because they saw it as pudgal, which is a charge and discharge of parmanus. So this is just a viewpoint. Maybe sometimes this part might also help you in what you're trying to say is how do you remain away from intense dislikes?
Yeah.
This will also help you remain away from likes also.
Yeah, exactly. What I meant was, how does the Prakriti get released? That's all.
Prakriti is actually, Dada says you don't have to do anything. It's anyway decaying or anyway it's playing its part and going away.
Yes.
It is like all of us have a lifespan. We were born, we were young, we will old and they'll go away.
Yes.
So it's like a candle which we ignited, then it's gradually diminishing in size because it's burning it out, is it? Similarly, our man vachan kaya, our mind, body, speech also is just playing its part and going on. It's dissipating based on the lifespan. Dada ke, those who want to go to moksha, they don't, really speaking, they don't have to do anything. Nature will do all the thing. The dissipation part, effect is anyway playing in auto mode. But
Right.
we are not able to remain so much separate from it. Our ego and intellect gets into it and we get tanvayakar. So it delayed. The decay is delayed. So
Yes.
ડખો કરે છે એટલે delay થાય છે because of your ડખો or interference.
So in this process, when you're encouraged to have just positive thoughts and positive thoughts and also positive speech, right? So I was just wondering, does that mean that we are actually increasing the aura of the parmanus that you were talking about earlier? Does that make that more positive?
No.
Is it?
No, by we being positive, basically it is changing our inside vision.
Inside
I'm
vision.
doing that, I'm viewing that person as a culprit, bad, this, that. Now I'm saying, no, he's innocent, my karma, my hisab. It is his prakriti which is playing out as discharge. It is his discharge prakriti. So and it is my hisab. So I have to just watch. And I put the positivity. Because if I look at that person, he's nasty. Now he will speak like this. He never talks to me like this. Never looks at me also. Then what will happen because of that? I am radiating negative vibrations. I have not spoken anything. I have not done any harmful action. But mentally, I am radiating negative vibrations. Now that will go and affect the other person, which in turn will generate negativity in his mind for me also. Because mentally I have hurt him. So mentally even he will have an internal disgust for me or internal abhav tiraskar or dislike for me.
Yeah.
But if
So
I
that
stop the negative vibrations by he's good,
yes,
it's
exactly.
all, may good well-being take place. So it will give positivity on his antaskaran.
Yeah.
And
That
then
is that I
gradually,
understand when you're dealing with it individual.
with the individual, yes.
Yeah.
With
But
the person.
suppose you want to only say positive things. Ki acha hi hoga. Good things will happen. And then it only happens. Good. They say, no, keep saying only that good things will happen. So does it mean that you're changing in some way the parmanus?
Yes.
It does.
Yes. Yes. They say, and I have not gone much into the detailed analysis of this thing, but what you think, that normally takes place.
Yes, that's what they
Like
say. Yes.
if I'm going from my house and I have to go in the city, and city normally parking is a big issue, And yaar, parking milega nahi, then parking milega hi nahi.
Yes, very true, very true.
But if I say I will get parking, then you might find a slot.
Yes, yes.
So that positivity does work.
Yes, work.
I have not got into the mechanics of it, but it does work. So what you think actualizes.
Yes, it actualizes exactly, right.
What we think does get actualized. So sometimes Dada says, that is why Dada also says, and there's a saying also. Forgot. It basically what you think that actualizes. Coming events cast their shadows before. The
Yes.
thing is, coming events cast their shadows before. So something good is going to happen, good thoughts will come in your mind, and something bad is going to happen, bad thoughts will come.
Yes.
So that is how that actualization wala thing is there,
Yes, exactly.
So when negativity is there, just
Yes.
change it with positivity. If I feel parking nahi milega, and I say, no, I will get parking, I will get parking, I will get parking, then you will get parking.
Yes, say only the good things.
How it works, I don't know, but it does work.
What's the science behind it? We don't know. Okay. Anyway, it's good too.
Yeah.
Jai Sachidanand.
Okay. Jai Sachidanand. Miraben?
How much difficulty it is for me to unmute myself and put myself on screen. I do apologize for that. Jai Sachidanand, Pulinanandji, Deepakanandji, Rajni Dada, all Mahatmas. Jai Sachidanand. My question is actually partially now with Shailya Ben's question, it has been answered. So, Jai Sachidanand, thank you, Shailya Ben, and thank you, Pulinanandji, for that. I also wanted to ask, so I just need, Pulinanji, you explain things so scientifically. If you can explain this also scientifically to me and Dada science. So when we get a thought in our head and it comes out as speech, or it comes out as speech in a good way, in a bad way, we are automatically putting this notice to Vyavasthit that it is attaching a paramanu to us of that rag, dvesh, whatever we have, or hurt that we have caused with our speech? Or is it, and then doing Pratikraman will remove that paramanu and kind of remove all the dirt in front of the Shuddhatma and make the Shuddhatma clear? I just want to understand that concept. I understand it, but I want, if you can explain it a little more, that will be I'll be highly grateful.
I just didn't understand your question very clearly.
That's what it seems very dirty. I know. That's why, that's the question also. So the question is more, when do we build those parmanus that come and attach? Is it ragdvesh? I'll make it clear. Is it ragdvesh that makes
when do we build them? That happens by bhav in the previous birth. The causes are laid in the form of bhav, our intention in the previous birth.
From the
that I will never do robbery. Chori nahi karu. That is one bhav. So then it will come out as action in my next birth.
Correct.
Or another bhav. If someone is nasty with me, I'll be twice nasty with him. If someone insults me once, I'll give him twice the dose. Now, if I have done that bhav, I have charged my speech accordingly, which will then play out as effect or discharge in this part.
So after that discharge occurs, okay, after let's say I have hurt someone with my discharge because of Purva Janma Bhav come out as discharge, it has come out. Those parmanus that are part of that speech are now dissipated. They're gone. Correct? No, that is what I'm asking. So,
Yeah, that has gone away. Now I'm repenting for it. So I'm cleansing out the after effects.
okay.
After effect on the other person's ego, and after effect as my understanding that next time I don't want to do this.
And as I keep doing Kirtan Bhakti, as I keep doing Charan Vidhi, does it clear, wipe up, like reduce that amount of, I guess, screen, the sandstorm that you were mentioning?
It
all
does,
of that?
does. Yes, yes. Today's Charan definitely works on that, on the past beliefs.
Okay. Okay. So then so when we go to this next birth, due to this new bhav that we are now we are rid of viparit bhav and viparit buddhi and having real bhav and real buddhi in this birth, then the next janma that we are creating right now, in that causal body, will have less of the parmanus that will block the pragya. Okay, okay, correct. Okay, thank you. See?
We are basically, by practicing 5 agnas, we are generating a new causal body, which will help us progress in the path of moksha. The intellect, the mind, everything will be aligned towards liberation.
Yes.
Not hurting behaviors, towards liberation, remaining anchored in the pure soul awareness. All those type of circumstances will develop our mind, our file number 1, our Manovachan Kaya, mind, speech, body will also be aligned like that. Today I would remain soul, but my mind said eat ice cream, make merry. Next birth, the mind will also say do Pratikraman, remain in soul, and you will also remain in soul.
Yes.
So the Antaskarn will support our intention of going to moksha. The discharge more will have got reduced, and you will have more awareness to fight against the discharge more.
Okay. Okay. Jai
Today,
Sachidananda.
the force of the discharge more is high and awareness is low. Now, by doing all these pratikramans or by this charan vidhi and everything, we are raising this up. So next, but this will be very high, this will be low. So this will get squared of fat. Because my awareness is at a very high level. So all the discharge, I will immediately attack it and it will square off. Whatever the remaining discharge more, remaining discharge kashais that are carried forward from this birth in the next birth, those will get squared off faster because my awareness at a higher level, the discharge intensity is a lower level.
Okay. Yes.
Today it's opposite. So I have to struggle and every time keep going up and squaring up, keep going squaring up.
Yes.
But even in this birth, by this satsangs and constant purushas that we are anyway doing, we are raising our awareness level right now also. We are raising awareness level. We are raising our right understanding level. We are understanding our Prakriti much better. Discharge Prakriti. What are the beliefs I've brought? Why am I getting angry? Like that. So we are increasing our understanding. We are increasing our awareness. So even in this birth, mind you, even in this birth, our awareness can go to this level. At the level of this. So immediately the discharge will pop up. This will attack it and nullify it. This will attack and nullify it. And then a stage will come when this has got decayed down because anyway that is decaying. My discharge growth man, my low discharge more anyway is in decaying as it plays out. So this intensity will come down. This intensity will go up and fat. This will get cleared and I'll get a step jump that I remain anchored in the pure soul awareness.
That's what we're waiting for.
Atmanos first with and I can come to that level. So we are in that journey of raising awareness from here till we become equal. Then we will be much control of our discharge Prakriti. Our awareness will be of very high order. We can manage ourselves on the shoot on side category.
Nice.
And then once it goes up, then what will happen is this will play out, but it get cleared at the mind level only. A thought comes, that fellow is nasty. No, he's good. Fadak say, it won't come into my speech and action.
Yeah.
At the mind level itself, it just square off.
Okay.
It is called Swanjalan Kashai or very mild Kashai.
Yes.
Intensity of the Kashai is so mild that it fat, it gets squared off inside only.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is where Dada Bhagwan was. Sthul
Yes.
dosho na hoy, sukshma dosho na hoy. No
Yes.
gross, no subtle mistakes. But sukshmatam and sukshmatam, those he said that are only at my awareness level, I square it up, it won't hurt anybody. Doesn't hurt a single person because it's at the sukshmatam and sukshmatam level.
And as it comes, he gets rid of it, right?
As so
opposed
we
to
are in that journey. Today, all of us are in that journey. Question is, the person who has put in more effort and Purusharth, he's a little step ahead. And the person is little mild. That's all. So that's the only difference.
Okay.
So someone might clear it everything in this birth. Someone might it might get spill over to the next birth. The cleansing part.
Yes. Okay.
So someone might take one birth more, someone might take two births more. That's all. So that's the way it is.
That's the way. Oh, Jai Sachidanand. Thank you, Pulinanandji. Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand. Achabai?
Yeah, Jai Sachidanand, I want to share this about the Dakho, very thing which different way Dadaji's put. I will share 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, can you see?
It's coming up. Double click. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
રાગ દ્વેષ એટલે ડખો. શું? ચોર ચોરી કરે તેને ચોર કયો એ રાગ દ્વેષ કહેવાય. શું કહ્યું? એ ડખો કર્યો કહેવાય. ચોર ચોરી કરે તેને ચોર કહેવો એ ડખો કર્યો કહેવાય. શું કહ્યું? બરાબર. ફેન્ટાસ્ટિક. ડખો એની બરાબર, perfect.
Please throw more light on this, I want to understand.
રાગ દ્વેષ એટલે ડખો એટલે
એટલે
basically what we like, we say, બહુ મસ્ત છે એટલે રાગ કર્યો. What we dislike, અરે આ બહુ બેકાર છે. So we have done dvesh, So dakho is getting engrossed in the like or getting engrossed in the dislike, which is then called as rag dosh. So chor is chori kare che. The robber is doing stealing. And then if you say, oh, you are doing this thing, the wrong thing, that is dakho. So what is non-dakho? Just observing that his discharge karma of stealing is playing out, and I have to remain unbiased or non-judgemental observer. That is non-dakho. Remaining as an observer, non-judgemental, koi abhipray nahi apano. Non-judgemental observer. No opinion. That is what Dada Bhagwan would be. Dada said, if I say chore, I will say, do you know what you are doing? Do you know the result of that? Unbiased manner.
Yeah. And Dakho is defined, I saw in the dictionary, this Dada Bhagwan dictionary, it says that interference of the ego, and the dakhal is the effect of the interference, So Dakho, dakhal, we say, right? So
that is perfect.
So
dakhal is the effect of dakho. Dakhal is the effect of dakho. And dakho means interference in the discharge, right?
It means, for example, here say I someone does robbery, and and I say he's a thief, okay. So that so my intellect is interfering, and then that is a dakho, and the dakhal is the effects which I will lose my abheta and nirakulta and all that. That is the dakhal, right?
Right.
Is it correct, my understanding?
Yes, correct. That is the effect of that, because of which I will see the other person as wrong, and that is why I will get disturbed within. So that inner disturbance is the dakhal.
Is the dakhal, okay.
And perhaps it might even come out in speech, then that is also the dakhal. Are aa manas kevo chori kare che, like that.
Yeah, so it all starts with the ego interference, and then it manifests everything, right?
And the ego getting engrossed in that, because of it, that is the dakho.
Yeah. So this is very good, which means when I'm able to, it suits me, okay, my prakriti, I'm not able to understand the words, but now this thing, text is coming, right? So then I am able to understand the thing and I am able to benefit from this.
Correct.
And for all this satsang, online satsang, I am very thankful for Rajni ji and organizing this.
Okay, Jai Sachidanand.
Yes, Sachidanand.
Our time is up. Pulinanandji, can you do 3 mantra? Everybody please follow.
Namo Vitragay.
Namo
Namo
Vitra.
Vitragay.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo
Vajjayanam.
Vajjayanam.
Namo Loe Sawa Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Sahunam.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso
Panchanamukaro.
Panchanamukaro.
Sauvabhava Panasano.
Savapava
Savapava
Pranasanam.
Panasanam.
Manglanancha Subvesim.
Mangalanam
Mangalanam
cha
Savesam.
Savesam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam
Paramam
Havai
Havai
Mangalam.
Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om
Om
Namah
Namah
Shivaya.
Shivaya.